I want to come back to something else that I know is a bit of a barrier, especially to people who aren't that comfortable with technology. And that it's one thing to be able to shoot the video, but then you got to be able to do something with the video. Wow. For somebody who's kind of going, what do I do next? I've got this thing sitting on my phone. I took it, I've looked at it, actually I'm okay with it, and I'd like to use it. What do they do with it next?
Yeah, this is kind of the great unknown for many, many people. And to be completely honest, editing of any kind is kind of a bottleneck in my business as well. It's a sticking point where people decide, do I want to tackle this on my own? And then some choose to tackle it and hate it and hand it off. Some say, Dan, just do this because I don't even want to learn how to edit. And I don't even have coursework around editing because it is so vast that I couldn't really hit all the components that I do with just filming yourself, because that's a little bit more structured and easy, and I can give it to an entrepreneur in a way that they completely understand. So one of my favorite things to do, and it's funny because it's one of my least produced kinds of videos, and they of course do really, really well, so goes to show you, is I have an idea generation card box. You just pull out a card, it's got some sort of idea generation like sentence on it, and I try and relate it back to storytelling and or video, and I do them just without looking. I don't know what card I'm going to pull. I say, here's my card, do a little intro, look at the card, deliver. They're about 45 seconds long, and I don't edit them at all. If I flub during that, that's okay. I'm human. If I flub so bad that I need to start over, I just pull a new card. And it's this fun kind of way to not only put out content, sharpen my skills, and stay on point as far as like coming up with things very quickly about video and or storytelling and business development, stuff like that. It also takes the pressure off because I just use my webcam, my mic, the things we're using right now. I don't set up all my fancy stuff like I do on my YouTube channel. And I just kind of crank them out and it feels good. I don't go and edit. I might trim the ends off just so there's no dead space, which is very easy to do on a cell phone or free software if you ever want to go in that far. But it really takes the pressure off. And so it's a great starting point. And, you know, like you said, you can write on a smartphone, you can point it at your own face, even use that selfie camera. Like I always say, use the good one, but even if you use that selfie camera, most modern smartphones, you can then go into the video, trim the ends a little bit so there's no dead space, and then upload it right to YouTube or social media right from there. It can be a little scary making something and putting it out there. And one of the things I would love to offer up at the end of this show is a small singular space inside my community called the Video Sandbox. And the whole reason I built it is this subject matter that we're talking about. It's how do you become comfortable and how do you get to a point to where you're not so worried about the final outcome and you can really get going. And so it's a place to like stretch your wings, exercise those muscles, get critique and feedback from peers and professionals like myself in a loving and private environment. So you don't have to put it on the internet. You can get all the feedback and information you need right there. Because the one part I can't do for anyone is get those reps in. That's the one part. So that's where I have to be encouraging and supportive, but it is up to you to make a lot of videos. Even if you never show the world, make 20 of them and show them number 21. That's okay.